Hello and welcome to Inside the PGTI. In this edition, we travel to Chennai, the capital city of the southern state of Tamil Nadu. Chennai is a sun-kissed city, blessed with the splendor of colors, artistic monuments and deep blue sea. Professional golf returned to Tamil Nadu for the second edition of the Chennai Open 2018 Golf Championship.
Tonight we're gonna have a party. Tonight we're gonna have the best night of our lives. Tonight we're gonna get it started. We're gonna celebrate life, yes, to celebrate life. Hold 'em up, hold 'em up. Hold 'em up, hold 'em up. Hold 'em up, hold 'em up. Higher. Hold your hands up, hold 'em up high. Tonight we celebrate life. Hold your hands up, hold 'em up high. Tonight we celebrate, celebrate life.
The fourth event of the 2018 PGTI calendar was well supported by sponsors like Powered by Partner Fruitnik from Amrutanjan, Mantri Group, LIC and Pirelli. Players also enjoyed the drink after a taxing practice round.
We're honored to be associated with the game of golf and PGTI, Amrutanjan being 125 years in business, being a healthcare company and recently launched the Electro Plus ORS drink. Such a regal game and we are proud to be a partner with PGTI.
We played the Pro-Am this morning and as you can see we finished going into the heat. After 9 holes I was pretty dead and what came to the rescue was our very own Fruitnik Electro ORS drink and this kept me going. And you lose your electrolytes during a round and you are pretty much dehydrated, so I'd say count your money on this one.
The par 70 Madras Gymkhana golf course is a link-style course that has a unique location within a horse racing track. Open to the vagaries of weather, the course is known for its tricky roughs and unpredictable wind factor.
Situated inside a race course, so because of that we are forced to be a links course. You can't have trees around because the horses is also running, they have to have the cameras around. So it is a links course in that sense. I think we are maybe 1 or 2 in the country, and the difference in links course is the wind. Wind makes a huge difference on this course. The challenge is on the wind. Like even now if you see how much it's blowing, so that's a huge challenge. We have small greens guarded with bunkers. Almost all the greens are guarded on both sides of the bunker and the wind. So that makes it a real challenge out here.
At 6,690 yards, the course may be considered by many as a cakewalk. But its tricky greens and windy conditions challenge top professionals every year.
I think the course is it's probably the best I've seen it. I've been here many times, but the fairways are dry and hard. That's pretty normal out here. The rough's not as long as it's been in the past, but the greens are the one thing that have surprised me. They're really good compared to previous years. They've definitely improved their greens. They're rolling a little quicker. They're rolling better. They're rolling smoother. And I think that's it's fantastic.
I guess this is an important stop for us because there are quite a few players from the south and gives them an equal opportunity to even try and put their mark on. And just a week before Indian Open, I think it's it's a good practice thing for all the players. We've just come in from Hyderabad, so I think it's a good connect for the southern, and we want to increase the numbers. Maybe not just in Chennai, it could be also in Bangalore. We're already doing a couple of events in Bangalore, so it's a good stop.
A stellar field of over 123 professionals came together to fight for top honours at the Chennai Open 2018.
सर देखिए पिछले काफ़ी सालों से यहाँ खेल रहे हैं तो इस गोल्फ कोर्स की काफ़ी नॉलेज है। बेसिकली इस गोल्फ कोर्स में चिपिंग मारना काफ़ी मुश्किल होता है और सेकंड शॉट को कंट्रोल करना बड़ा मुश्किल काम है। शॉर्ट ग्रीन पे क्लब बाउंस करते हैं, फेयरवे हार्ड हैं, तो काफ़ी हद तक मैं कहता हूँ एक्सपीरियंस की बहुत ज़रूरत है ऐसे कोर्स पर।
Chandigarh's Sujan Singh has had a mixed season, but this time he was determined to get his hands on the trophy.
I think in both Dhaka, Cochin and Hyderabad, I've been in contention on the last day with 9 holes to play. I've been able to really go low and post the score when I needed to. But I think for 63 holes I played really well, and it bodes really well for the rest of the season. Putting has let me down a few times, but I think all in all the graph is pointing upwards.
The foreign challenge was led by the Sri Lankan quartet of Anura Rohana, N Thangaraja, Mithun Perera and K Prabhakaran.
Season is good, so I'm hitting so well, so I'm happy with what I've done for last few weeks. And you know, it's Indian Open coming up, so next week. So I think it's a good experience to play like this course, like windy and the tough greens, small greens. So I think it's come to Chennai. Of course, for us is very familiar because it's very close to Sri Lanka, and then the food. So I think it's happy to be in Chennai always.
Before the commencement of Chennai Open 2018 Golf Championship, a few PGTI stars paired with amateurs for a round of Pro-Am. The star attraction at the Pro-Am was Indian tennis star Somdev Devvarman, who immediately picked up a liking for golf.
Well, yeah, it's very different obviously, but also, I mean, it's sport at the end of the day, so it's very similar. I think a lot of the fundamentals are the same. But more importantly for me, when I step on a golf course, it's all about fun. Coming out here, spending time with people you really enjoy spending time with, and yeah, I really, any day on the golf course is better than not, So I'm I wouldn't say beginner, I'm new into golf, and I have the bug. I really like playing.
Indian cricketer and IPL player Badrinath also enjoyed the drives on the golf course.
I'm a batsman in cricket, so basically I just react to whatever the bowler bowls at me. But golf is something an action that I have to create, and there is so much time between strokes. So your mind has a lot of time to play actually games on you. So I think golf is a good test of your mental strength. What you can do, what not to think is it's all about. That's what golf is all about. I think you have to just stay in the moment, stay in the shot, and just try and execute it to the best of your ability.
For the amateurs from Chennai, it was a great opportunity to play alongside the cream of Indian golf and also gain valuable tips from them. All eyes were on defending champion Mukesh Kumar as the players teed off for the first round of the Chennai Open. Mukesh began slowly on the front nine but recovered on the back nine with his famed accuracy. Giving him company at the tied third position were Noida golfers Vikrant Chopra and Dipankar Kaushal. Sujan Singh carded a 3 under 67 and finished the day at tied 6th along with 5 other golfers. Delhi's Shamim Khan, the 2017 PGTI Order of Merit champion, brought in a card of 6 under 64 that placed him second. Shamim Khan benefited from a hot putter en route his 64.
स्टार्ट मेरा बहुत अच्छा रहा. पहले 5 होल में 11 से स्टार्ट हुआ और 14 तक लगातार कंटिन्यू 4 बर्डीज है. और उसके बाद में लास्ट के बैक 9 मेरा फ्रंट 9 था, तो 5 से लेकर 9 तक मेरे फिर 4 बर्डीज रहे. तो ओवरऑल बहुत अच्छा रहा. फिनिश भी अच्छा रहा और एंड भी अच्छा रहा.
Sri Lankan N Thangaraja, the runners-up at the PGTI event in Hyderabad, sent out an early warning to all his fellow competitors in round 1 of the Chennai Open. The Colombo resident, Thangaraja dominated the opening round with a breathtaking 9 under 61 that featured an eagle, 8 birdies and a bogey. It was the joint best round of Thangaraja's career that gave him a handy 3-shot lead.
Today is so good. I start is 4 birdie continue. 4th hole is missed the all-in-one, I think 2 inches. I start so good. After 7, 6 under, play so good.
Thangaraja was the clear leader with 9 under. He was followed by Shamim Khan, who was 3 shots behind the leader. 3 professionals found themselves in tied 3rd position. After the break, we take a look at some of the shock exits after the midway stage of the Chennai Open 2018 Golf Championship. Welcome back. The Madras Gymkhana Golf Club in Chennai hosted the Chennai Open 2018 Golf Championship in the first week of March. It is not a common sight to have a father-son duo as caddy and golfer on the circuit. No wonder all eyes were on golfer Shivnarayan Srinivasan and his father M. Srinivasan at the Chennai Open Golf Championship. This 21-year-old golfer turned professional early this year after a fine performance in the PGTI's qualifying school final stage. But his golf journey began at 2 when his father saw the spark in him.
I think when he was about 2.5, 3, when he swung his first plastic golf club, the contact which he made was quite amazing. I mean, it doesn't happen normally. I mean, it is something which is, I don't know, inborn, whatever you may say. So he used to go with my daughter to the golf course, and when she started playing, when she was 6 and he was about 2.5, he started playing, and we felt that, I mean, he had a very good and high coordination and a feel for the club.
With parents committed to supporting his dreams, Shivnarayan soon got a chance to play in the United States in the World Junior Championship.
We took part in a few World Juniors in the States, and that was a great experience because at the time in Chennai there wasn't much juniors playing. There weren't any juniors as far as I remember. So competing with people at my same age bracket and off shorter courses, it was definitely a very, very fresh and new experience, which I enjoyed greatly.
Shiv played 4 years of junior golf and also got a chance to represent India. He also started winning amateur golf championships.
My breakthrough win in the amateur circuit was in Coimbatore in the 2016 Tamil Nadu Amateur. And that week, it felt like, the greens were helping me. If I hit a bad putt, it just managed to get in. Chips and putts, all of them were like really tight with the pin. I wasn't striking the ball very well that week, but I felt like that was meant to happen. That victory, in hindsight, was almost like it was meant to be. And since my first victory as a junior in the Nationals was also at Coimbatore, that place definitely holds some good memories for me.
Early this year, Shivnarayan returned a card of 6 over 294 to finish tied 7th at the Q School to qualify for the Pro Tour of PGTI.
In the amateurs, it's tight around the first 3 or 4 positions. You have to play 4 decent days of golf. But you could get away with one bad day, I feel. Like you could have a one so-so day. Here, looks like, as far as I know, first 2 tournaments, if you have one bad day, you're almost out of contention.
Shivnarayan admitted that his transition from amateur to professional golf has been made easier by his dad, who doesn't mind being on the bag.
The dad being on the bag definitely is of immense help because he knows my game better than I do because from a young age he knows how I like to play, how I like to hit the shots. Green reading, of course. It's always better to have another second opinion. When I was young, Dad always used to say, "Come on, Shiv, keep up, let's go." Because I was a little slow, I was a little short and a little slow. So, as of late, I'm seeing that it's the other way around. So I'm enjoying that a little bit, trying to be first to the ball. So yeah, little things like that we josh each other about, yeah.
The left-handed golfer idolizes Phil Mickelson and dreams to be successful like him one day. We wish him all the best in his journey. Round 2 started with intense competition as the players jostled to make the cut. The Bangladesh duo of Badal Hussain and Zamal Hussain Molla carded identical 5 under 135s to finish at tied 9. Shamim Khan, who was at second place overnight, made a good start with a birdie on the 2nd and the 8th. But 3 bogeys on the back 9 spoilt his scores, as Shamim ended the day at 5th position with a card of 7 under 133. Sujan Singh improved 1 position and joined Shamim Khan at tied 5th. Meanwhile, defending champion Mukesh Kumar posted a 4 under 66 to lie 1 shot off the lead in 4th place at 8 under 132. N Thangaraja, who had shot a course record equaling 61 for a 3-shot lead at the end of round 1, conceded his sole lead after posting a quiet 70. The race for the top finish at the end of the 2nd round saw a 3-way contest. Mithun Perera, who was tied 12th, 7 shots behind the leader after round 1, worked his way up to the top with the day's best score of 9 under 131. His was a flawless round that featured 7 birdies. Joining the 2 Sri Lankans at the top position was Vikrant Chopra. Vikrant, who was overnight tied 3rd and 5 off the lead, also threw his hat in the ring with a top-class 65 and aggregating 9 under 131 after the 2nd round.
I was 1 over after 6 holes, and on 7, 8 and 9 I made birdies, so I think that kick-started my round, and I had a long putt on the 12th hole for eagle, and I went 4 under there, and I finished well. You know, on the 16th and 18th I collected a couple of birdies again, and I finished at 5 under, so I'm pretty happy about my round.
I had a really good start because I start from 10th, so I had 3 birdies in a row. So I think that's a highlight. And then I had a bogey-free round, 7 birdies. So you know, it's getting 9 under and now lying on 2nd. So I think it's good start to the next 2 rounds.
The cut fell at 3 over 143. 58 professionals made the halfway cut. Those who missed the cut included Kolkata's Shankar Das, who had 2 eminently forgettable days. At the end of round 2, overnight leader Thangaraja clung to his top spot, but he was joined by 2 others. Defending champion Mukesh Kumar was 1 shot behind the leaders. The top 10 featured 2 Sri Lankans and 2 players from Bangladesh. It's time to take another break. After the break, we watch professionals wage their final battle to win the championship. Back in Chennai, the contest was getting intense with the rising temperature. With the title contenders separated from the also-rans, the stage was set for the final rounds of the Chennai Open 2018 Golf Championship. There was some disappointment in store for Noida-based Vikrant Chopra, who was the joint round 2 leader, but he slipped to tied 4th at 9 under 201. Defending champion Mukesh Kumar of Mhow ended the day on joint 4th with 9 under 201. He was joined by 2017 PGTI Order of Merit champion Shamim Khan of Delhi on the same score. Gurgaon-based Veera Lawat fired the day's best score of 7 under 63 to gain 13 places and end the day in 3rd place at 10 under 200. The moving day of the championship witnessed Sri Lankan domination. Mithun Perera hogged the limelight with a 5-under 65 that saw him race into a 3-shot lead ahead of fellow Sri Lankan, his close friend and room partner for the week, N Thangaraja. Perera's total read at 14 under 196 after the penultimate round. Perera and Thangaraja matched each other shot for shot till the 13th as both were 3 under for the day. But the tide really began turning in the 31-year-old Perera's favour. N Thangaraja dropped out of the lead for the first time this week after a patchy 2 under 68 in round 3.
I played more regulation because Thangaraja played really well and then the Vikrant was very close. So I thought I didn't give a chance because that's why I thought play regulation and try from the putt. And I hit a lot of close shots even first 9 and even the back 9. So I was very lucky to make some putts on back 9. So that's why I finished in 14 under.
Bengaluru's Marimuthu made 2 eagles during his round of 66 that placed him tied 7th at 7 under 203. Sujan Singh, Ranjit Singh and Firoz Singh Garewal also shared the tied 7th position to stay in some contention for the title. The final round featured some average golf from seasoned Shamim Khan and the youthful Veer Alawat. Shamim, who was joint 4th, slipped 1 place to finish at 5th position. Veer Alawat had a forgettable day as he shot 4 bogeys and a double bogey to finish at joint 9th with a card of 7 under 273. Digvijay Singh returned a sublime 62, the best score of the day, to climb 11 places from overnight tied 13th to tied 2nd. Joining Digvijay in tied 2nd was Mukesh Kumar, who had won at the MGC on the last 3 occasions. The final day witnessed some tense contests between Sri Lankans Mithun Perera and N Thangaraja. There was a 4-shot swing against Mithun and in favour of Thanga over the first 5 holes that gave the latter a 1-shot lead. Thanga made a bunch of errors to drop 4 shots from the 14th to the 16th. Mithun was back in the lead from the 15th onwards. And with some solid golf, he emerged the champion with a hard-earned 1-shot victory.
The 4 years, it's without winning and you practicing hard, it's a lot of frustrating. I think I like to thank my sponsors, Panasonic India, Dialog and Softlogic, Odell, and all the PGTI staff because and our Royal Colombo Golf Club members and my parents. Always they supporting me and they didn't expect me anything and they just want me to do well. That's it. So I think it's I would like to say I make them proud. And as a Sri Lankan, I always proud to be winning on Indian tour and then playing really well and to jump my next level.
Perera, the overnight leader by 3 shots, came up with a tenacious even par 70 in the final round to sign off with a winning total of 14 under 266. Mithun Perera ended his 4-year-long winless streak. The day's best score helped Digvijay Singh climb to the tied 2nd spot along with defending champion Mukesh Kumar. Thangaraja had to settle for the 4th spot. The top spot was held by Karnataka's Saqib Ahmed as Mithun Perera climbed from 21st position to 2nd place on the PGTI Order of Merit. So congratulations to Mithun Perera our new Chennai Open 2018 Golf Championship winner. See you next time.